A very good and warm morning to our esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, respected faculty members of various institutions, paper presenters, and participants at this conference. It is my distinct pleasure to stand before you this day as we mark the beginning of this illustrious occasion. At the very onset, I would like to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude to the talented participants of the cultural program who graced the stage and the occasion with the wonderful performances today. It takes an immense amount of dedication, hard work, and passion to bring such performances to life, and the performance we witnessed today has been nothing short of spectacular. Thank you, sir, for enriching this ceremony with a beautiful tapestry of culture and tradition. Without any further ado, we now move on to the next part of this morning's inaugural session and welcome our esteemed dignitaries on stage. We are honored to have in our midst the gracious presence of Professor V. Apparao, former Dean, Faculty of Commerce, Osmania University, Hyderabad, Telangana, and President to the Indian Accounting Association. We welcome you, sir. Next, we have Professor Jaideep Sarkil, former Professor of Commerce, University of Burdwan, West Bengal, and President to the Indian Accounting Association, South Bengal branch. Thank you for being with us this morning, sir. Next, we have Professor K.S. Thakur, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Gobind Guru Tribal University, Banswara, Rajasthan, and Vice President to the Indian Accounting Association. Thank you for being with us this morning, sir. We have Professor Gabriel Simon Thattil, former Professor of Commerce, University of Kerala, and Vice President Junior to the Indian Accounting Association. We welcome you, sir. Next, we have Mr. Navarun Sen, President, Century Plywoods India Limited, and Managing Committee Member to the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you for being in our midst this morning, sir. We now invite Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, S.J. Principal, St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata. Thank you for being with us this morning, Father. Next, we have Professor B.B. Parida, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Purbo Mednipur, West Bengal. Thank you for being with us this morning, sir. We also would like to welcome Mr. Ranjit Agarwal, President to the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, and Mr. B.B. Nayak, President to the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, who regretfully have not been with us this morning. We miss your presence amidst us this morning, sir. We now invite Professor Sanjay J. Bhayani, Professor, Head and Dean, Department of Business Management, Saurashtra University, Rajkot, and General Secretary to the Indian Accounting Association. We welcome you to the dais, sir. Next, we have Professor Satyajit Dhar, Professor, Department of Business Administration, University of Kalyani, West Bengal, and Treasurer to the Indian Accounting Association. Thank you for being with us this morning, sir. We now invite Professor Nimi Dev R, Professor and Head of Commerce, MMS Government Arts and Science College, Kerala, and Chief Editor to the Indian Accounting Association. Thank you for your gracious presence, ma'am. We would now invite Professor Gaddam Naresh Reddy, Professor of Commerce, Osmania University, Hyderabad, Telangana, and Joint Treasurer to the Indian Accounting Association. Thank you for your presence, sir. We now invite Dr. Mohammad Tafazul Haq, Principal, Umesh Chandra College, Kolkata, and the Organizing Secretary of the conference this morning. Thank you for your presence, sir. We now invite Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Basu, Dean, Postgraduate and Research Department of Commerce, St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata, and the Organizing Secretary of the conference. Thank you for being with us this morning, sir. And lastly, but not the least, we invite Professor Arindam Gupta, Professor of Commerce and Dean, Faculty of Arts and Commerce, Vidyasagar University, Midnapur, West Bengal, and the Conference Secretary. Thank you for your gracious presence, sir. We welcome all our dignitaries on the dais. Thank you for being with us on this momentous occasion. We are indeed privileged to have you amongst us this morning. It is indeed our honor to extend a warm welcome to each of you with a small token of our appreciation. I would request Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Basu, the Organizing Secretary of the conference, to kindly come forward to initiate the first set of felicitations. Sir, I would request Professor Appa Rao, former Dean, Faculty of Commerce, Osmania University, Hyderabad, Telangana, and President of the Indian Accounting Association, to come forward. We would request Professor Jaydeep Sarkhil, former Professor of Commerce, University of Bardhaman, West Bengal, and President to the Indian Accounting Association, South Bengal branch, to kindly come forward. Jaydeep Sarkhil. We would now request Professor K.S. Thakur, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Gobind Guru Tribal University, Baswara, Rajasthan, Vice President Senior to the Indian Accounting Association, to come forward, please. We would now request Professor Gabriel Simil Thatil, former Professor of Commerce, University of Kerala, and Vice President Junior to the Indian Accounting Association, to kindly accept our token of appreciation. We would now request, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Navarun Sen, President, Century Plywoods India Limited, and Managing Committee Member to the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you, Dr. Basu. As we are requesting Professor Arindam Gupta now to take over to felicitate our next set of dignitaries, we would request Dr. Dominic Savio, SJ Principal, St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, to kindly accept our token of appreciation. We invite Professor B.B. Parida, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Purbo Medipur, West Bengal, to kindly accept our token of appreciation. We also request, sir, to kindly felicitate the two organizing secretary of the conference, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Basu, Dean, Postgraduate and Research Department of Commerce, St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and Dr. Mohammad Tafazul Haq, Principal, Umesh Chandra College, Kolkata, and the organizing secretary to the conference. Thank you so much, sir. I would now request Dr. Mohammad Tafazzul Haq, the organizing secretary of the conference, to kindly felicitate the rest of our dignitaries on stage. I would invite Professor Sanjay J. Bhayani, Professor, Head and Dean, Department of Business Management, Saurashtra University, Rajkot, and General Secretary to the Indian Accounting Association to kindly accept a token of appreciation. I would now request Professor Satyajit Dhar, Professor, Department of Business Administration, University of Kalyani, West Bengal, and Treasurer to the Indian Accounting Association to accept a small token of appreciation. Next, I would invite Professor Nimi Dev R, Professor and Head of Commerce, MMS Government Arts and Science College, Kerala, and Chief Editor to the Indian Accounting Association to please accept our token of appreciation. I would now invite Professor Gaddam Naresh Reddy, Professor of Commerce, Osmania University, Hyderabad, and Joint Treasurer to the Indian Accounting Association to kindly accept a small token of appreciation. And to end where we began with, I would request Sir to felicitate our conference secretary, Professor Arindam Gupta, Professor of Commerce and Dean, Faculty of Arts and Commerce, Vidyasagar University, Midnapur, West Bengal. Sir, kindly accept a token of appreciation. Thank you, Dr. Haq. Thank you, Professor Gupta. We now move on towards the initiation of the conference proceedings, and thus I would humbly request Professor Arindam Gupta, the conference secretary, to kindly deliver the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
The coordinator, Dr. Ruby Knotts. A very good morning to all of you. Namaskar. Most welcome to the city, to the state of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and so many illustrious persons or sons of Mother India. This is the soil which gave the country so much in sports, in literature, in culture. In every respect, there was once a saying, what Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. So with this, welcome all of you to this August gathering, to this 46th All India Conference of Indian Accounting Association. And this is after 37 years, the city is the city is able to host the 46th conference. And for that, I first express my gratitude to the Executive Committee of Indian Accounting Association, as presently led by Professor V. Apparao, former Dean of Commerce, Osmania University, who is the President, Professor Sanjay J. Bhayani, our beloved General Secretary, who is the Dean, Head and Commerce of Management of Saurashtra University, our two Vice Presidents as per our Constitution, Professor K.S. Thakur, who is the Vice Chancellor of Gobind Guru Tribal University, Banswara, Rajasthan. Actually, we know sir as a professor of Jivaji University, Gwalior. So that's why I fumbled initially. So he is the incoming president of the association. And Professor Gabriel Simon Thurtil, the junior vice president of the association. There are other learned guests. First, Mr. Navarun Sen, President, Century Plyboards India Limited and Managing Committee Member, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We have with us one person without whom this conference was unbelievable to host in the city of Kolkata, Father Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, Principal, St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata. We have with us Professor B.B. Parida, who is one of the patrons of the conference organizing committee, my good friend for a long time, and Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Purvo Medinipur. Unfortunately, we are missing both the presidents of our two premier professional institutes of the country in the field of accounting, Mr. Ranjit Agarwal and Mr. B.B. Nayak, both of whom have initially consented, but there was some last-minute business due to which they could not make themselves available. We are missing them here. And we have with us the other office bearers of the association, Professor Nimi Dev R., who is Professor and Head of Commerce, MMS Government Arts and Science College, Kerala. She is the Chief Editor of Indian Accounting Association, a very coveted position in our association. Professor Jinendra K. Jain, we are missing him. He is our Joint Secretary. Again, there was a last-minute problem in his family. Professor Gaddam Naresh Reddy, the Registrar of Osmania University, Hyderabad, who is our Joint Treasurer. My two good friends, I would say, of course they are elder to me. One is Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Basu, who is the Dean of PG and Research Department of Commerce, St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata, as one organizing secretary. Dr. Muhammad Tofazzal Haq, who is not only one of the organizing secretary and principal of Umesh Chandra College, Kolkata, one of the host institutions of this conference, but also he is the vice chairman of the hosting branch, Indian Accounting Association, South Bengal branch. We have another illustrious teacher of this state or the country, from whom we learned so much, and many of this audience, I believe, maybe his students, Professor Jayadev Sarkhel, sir. He is former professor of Commerce, University of Burdwan, and a very renowned author of economics. He is the honorable chairman presently. Earlier we used to designate this position as president, but from the last amendment of our IAA constitution, the branch positions have been renamed as chairman instead of president. So sorry for the mistake in the schedule. This gives me a correction here in my address. He is here, my respected teacher. He is. The other personalities who are sitting in front, In the front row, I see many of our past presidents. I do not name them individually in paucity of time, but they are the backbones of the association because they have guided this association like with the mother's care, I would say. And due to their affectionate guidance, we are here now. And proudly we declare to be one of the largest body of academicians and professionals in the whole world, Indian Accounting Association. We have presently 9,000 life members, just guess, and a very typically branch-based organization like the Costing Institute, you know, the chapter-based professional institute. We have branch-based structure. So we have 61 branches all over India. And in West Bengal, there are 2 branches, the Kolkata branch and our branch, South Bengal branch, which is housed at my own institution, that is Department of Commerce of Vidyasagar University, Midnapur, West Bengal. So both these branches are having very large numbers of life members. Kolkata is having the largest numbers of life members, taking all the branches together. Professor Satyajit Dhar is here. I possibly have missed him to address. He is our treasurer, and not only treasurer of the association, but also the branch secretary of Indian Accounting Association, Kolkata branch, the largest branch of Indian Accounting Association. Apart from the past presidents, we have learned executive committee members. All are holding great responsibilities in their institutes. Some of them are professors, some of them are in administrative positions, but they are very attached to this organization. We have here a large numbers of delegates. This hall is big enough, so that's why we may not been able to identify the number, but officially I can tell you that we have crossed 1,000 so far as registered delegates are concerned, and the local state delegates are something around 300. So all others, like 700 plus delegates, they are attending from different parts of the country and some from even outside the country. Apart from delegates, we have learned resource persons. A few good names about whom you may be acquainted with or you know them in person: Professor Mahendra R. Gujarati, Professor Achinta Roy, and others. We have other resource persons: Professor Prasai, who is Honorable Vice Chancellor of Central University of Tripura, our neighboring state. We have a large number of delegates, as I already said, and there are others, the accompanying persons. All are very important components of this conference. Even the children who are attending, they are like flowers in this conference. So they have also attended, and some sound is coming, which is very pleasing as a conference secretary. Ladies, gentlemen, media, press, and others. As I've already welcomed you in my initial words, now let me tell you something about the statistics. I mean, the number of participants I have already said, but the conference is mainly known by the academic contribution of the delegates. In this respect, I would say it's a great satisfaction for the whole organizing committee that we have received 600 plus papers divided in 5 sessions, 3 technical sessions and 2 international seminar sessions. So apart from that, we have invited lectures. In the plenary sessions, which after many years in the annual conference of Indian Accounting Association, you may experience the plenary sessions because the learned speakers are coming from different good institutes with some good inputs, academic inputs. So we are giving the audience to hear sitting together. Otherwise, because of the time problem, we make concurrent sessions, the technical sessions, they are concurrent. So these plenary sessions will be attended by all, and one plenary session is just after today's lunch break. So we have a new program, new part of the program here added. We are going to felicitate our renowned retired professors who are old enough but still are blessing us, our teachers of many others. Professor Pranesh Das, my own teacher from Bardhaman University, Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee, a legendary name in the field of accounting, a past president of Indian Accounting Association, Professor Tarak Chandra Saha, again my own teacher, Professor Kamulendu Mukherjee, another renowned teacher of City College, and my own research supervisor. He is not been able to come due to ill health, Professor Amit Kumar Mullik, and another great professor of this city, Kolkata University or University of Calcutta, Professor Gokul Chandra Sinha. He also could not come, but all of them are in our plan to be felicitated, 2 in absentia and 4 in person. So this is how we designed the program. But regarding academic contributions, we have a great achievement. Out of 600 papers, we could exercise some very strenuous review process invited from all parts of the country. And I express my gratitude that these reviewers have taken so much pain that we were not being able to allow them much time. But it is a very strenuous exercise, I accept, and unremunerative too. But out of their love and affection to us and for the association, they took that great exercise within a very short time. And my all committee members, without these committees, the conference cannot be held. And one important committee which played a very crucial role under Professor Sudipti Banerjee, many of you know him. He was the chairman of the paper review committee. So they could come to concise the size to 400 plus. So the rejection was based mainly on some criteria. It is not rejection totally on the basis of quality. So please bear with us. Don't mind that we have rejected your paper. It is mainly there are some limitations in respect of formalities also. Like those who did not submit full paper, we could not allow them to present here because there are already so much pressure of time and so many papers that we were afraid to accommodate all. So this is how we come to a size, make a size, concise size, although I don't know how my foreign Professor Roy will react to it that so many papers, 400, unbelievable, unthinkable. He often discusses with me over telephone. So he may say after some days that so many papers, very bad. So, but this is an association. We stand for our members. We encourage them to spread the academic activity. We have youngsters whom we need to encourage because of so many factors, we have to accommodate many. So this is how the conference is structured. And as I have already said, without the host institutions, this conference could not have been organized. And I once again express my gratitude to 3 institutions, predominantly the 2 institutions which are from Kolkata. One is St. Xavier's College Autonomous, and another is Umesh Chandra College, better known as City College here. So these 2 colleges. And apart from that, I have another friend hand, I would say, Professor Amit Kumar De, the convener of the conference organizing committee. He is the principal of Prabhat Kumar College, an affiliated college under Vidyasagar University in the southern part of the state called Kontai. They are also one of the hosts officially. And my own university, Vidyasagar University, my friend Professor Parida's University, which is named as Mahatma Gandhi University, and EIILM, a very predominating and renowned management institute of the city. These 3 are our knowledge partners. So in this way, you can say that 6 institutes have joined together to make this conference successful. For the logistics, there may be many shortcomings, and for any fault on any part, I am responsible, no other else. Please accommodate with them. They are trying their best to make you happy. There are shortcomings of our city also. There are traffic issues, you understand. Already you have been traveling in the city. You see how difficult it is to manage time here in this city, and it is in the heart of the city, all these places, your staying places, the venue, and all others. I am indebted to the sponsors, first to the UCO Bank, the institutional bank of both my university and also to my association, and to Life Insurance Corporation of India, another great public sector institution of the country. And there are many others. State Bank of India has also supported us, and so many other sponsors I would not like to name here because there is a different valedictory session where is the task of acknowledging them. So with this, I must say I have surpassed my allotted time, and I'm sorry for that to all those who are sitting here. But I took the opportunity of 2 presidents being absent here, so maybe I am getting some time to discuss at the very beginning. So it's a prolonged journey from the time of Trivandrum in the night when we were elected and then nominated to be the conference secretary. I once again express my gratitude to the executive committee members of Indian Accounting Association for keeping faith upon me to host this conference in the city of Kolkata, which has produced great accountants also, So with this, I once again heartily welcome all of you in this gathering. Namaskar. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your warm welcome and insightful address, sir. I would now request Professor Sanjay J. Bhayani, General Secretary to the Indian Accounting Association, to briefly elucidate the activities of the Indian Accounting Association. We welcome you, sir.
Good morning to all. Respected Honorable President of the Indian Accounting Association, Professor V. Apparao, Honorable Naurun Sen, President, Century Plyboard India Limited, Dr. Dominic Savio, Principal, St. Xavier's College, Professor B.B. Parida, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi University. Our past presidents, galaxy of the past presidents are present, which includes Professor Nageshwar Rao sir, Professor Babados Banerjee, Professor M.B. Shukla, and my Guru, Professor Pratap C. Chauhan, Professor Iresi sir, Professor Achalapati sir, Professor Ranjan Bal sir, Professor B. Ramesh, Professor Soral, Professor Mani Raju, Professor Vaderaji, and senior members of the Indian Accounting Association, executive committee members, members of the Indian Accounting Association, and my colleague office bearer, Professor Thakur sir, Vice Chancellor, Govind Guru University, Tribal University, Banswara, Professor Gabriel Simon Thatil, Professor Satyajit Dhar, Professor Naresh Reddy, Professor Nimi Dev, and keynote speaker of the various sessions, technical session chairmen of the various sessions, and conference secretary, Professor Arindam Gupta. I welcome all of you on the occasion of 46th All India Accounting Conference and International Seminar organized by Indian Accounting Association South Bengal branch at Kolkata. This conference will discuss various contemporary topics on the financial shenanigans, sustainable finance and investment issues and prospects, GST unified taxations, accounting challenges, and international seminar on accounting, education and accounting research. This is my privilege to present a few highlights of some landmark achievements of the IA during the year 23-24. During the year, we have collected the first Memorandum of Association and Rules and Regulation was prepared in 1969 from the Society Registrar Office of the Varanasi. And during the year, we have updated our website regularly with the several new functions that has been introduced in our website. And one of the significant achievement that we did it, we have developed a model curriculum as per the NEP for master's program, and I am happy to inform that one college, that is GS College of Commerce and Economics Autonomous Jabalpur, they are in the process of adoption of our NEP-based curriculum developed by the Indian Accounting Association. During the year, I started various unique academic activities like hackathon, GST certification, and start forum for the benefits of the research scholar and members. The IA Foundation Day, that is March 15, has been celebrated in the various branches during that period. I am glad to inform you that IA has taken actions to get the registration under Section 10 AC of Income Tax Act. During the year, 563 new life member and 41 annual member has been enrolled in the association, and presently IA's life membership is close to 8,750 members, and our corpus is more than 2.60 crores, and now IA has become the largest accounting associations of the world. During the year, we have added one new branch, that's namely Kanpur, and now total branch of the IA is of 61. I am happy to share that during the year for IA Young Researcher Award, number of applications increased and now it is reached to 10, and that is a good sign to take the participation by our young researcher in that initiative. The NETS examination was conducted across the India in online mode, and that has been our significant achievement. During the year, the IA has started the all the legal compliance. For that, GST related task is in process. I am grateful to all our office bearers, our past presidents, branch officials, and IA member for their kind and active cooperation with me. I look forward to their contribution and support. Thank you all. Vande Mataram. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for intricately taking us through and highlighting the activities undertaken by the Indian Accounting Association. We now move on to our chief guest and the inaugurator for today, Mr. Navarun Sen. Mr. Navarun Sen is the president and COO of Century Plywoods India Limited, the panel division. With over 34 years of rich industry experience, Mr. Navarun Sen is a seasoned professional who has excelled in multiple functional areas, including sales, marketing, supply chain, customer service, and telecom network operations. His career spans reputed organizations such as the United Spirits Limited, VST Industries, Pepsi, Mahindra Holidays, Telenor, and since 2013, Century Plyboards India Limited, where he oversees the PL responsibilities. Sir is also the Management Committee member of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry and co-chair Brand and Marketing Committee to the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Sir holds a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from NIIT and a postgraduate diploma in management from IIM Lucknow. He has also enhanced his expertise through executive programs at prestigious institutions such as the London Business School, INSEAD, and the Indian School of Business. Over the years, Sir has been instrumental in creating iconic brands like Signature Whiskey and Scenic 710 Plywood. His exceptional contributions to the marketing were recognized by the Marketer of the Year Award 2024 by Advertising and Marketing magazine Ad Gully. Thank you for being amidst us this morning, sir. I would request you to kindly come forward to inaugurate the 46th All India Conference of the Indian Accounting Association with your inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, Professor Apparao, Father Dominic Savio, dignitaries on the stage, delegates, members of the IIA, and all here present. It's been a real privilege and an honor to be here in this forum, and it's very exciting for me to learn about the IIA and its activities. I think it's a perfect forum for academia, practitioners, and industry to come together. And I think this is what is very much required, and it's been a yeoman service by the IIA over the years that we have developed accounting as a practice and, and furthered the cause in the industry. Honestly speaking, in this particular forum, particularly where we have the academia and the research and the accounting, industry coming together, me from the business side, not really from the, accounting side, though of course for the last 20 years I've been handling P&L responsibilities. So I was wondering, what could I, contribute, or what could be my little, observations in a forum like this. And honestly, there are two things I would really like to dwell upon. One is, of course, as a business person, as a person who's, leading the business for a company or corporation, how do we, work with the finance and account department? And honestly, the thing is that, let me tell you, any industry leader leans extremely heavily on the finance and accounts to actually hold the organization together. That is without a doubt. So this is one part of it. I'll dwell upon it very briefly. And secondly, in terms of the new industry developments, where I think the accounting, the finance and accounts, people should come forward and really contribute. This functional area has a lot of contribution to make. So, coming back to, as practitioners, as business leaders, the expectation is not just about putting the financial reporting in place and meeting with all the statutory standards, which of course is one of the most critical areas. But, what we look at is getting the right guidance and insights about the operations from the finance department, particularly, in the areas of management accounting, particularly in the areas where, the efficiencies and the costs can be worked upon. And most importantly, I'll tell you, as a functional, as a business function area, whenever, at least I am putting any proposal across, I'm taking any decisions, my first sounding board is our finance head, because I believe the finance team, they are the custodians of the statutory requirements. They are the mirror in which we look at ourselves that we are in compliance with everything or not. So that is one very important thing. It could be as simple as a small trade scheme that I might run in the organization, but I will always take the opinion of the finance heads to understand that we are in compliance, whether we are doing the right thing, whether we are adhering to the policy and the guidelines, and I think that is the most important one. So basically, I look at finance as the conscious keeper of the company. And at the end of the day, this is something I've always maintained. The CEO of the company is not responsible for the profit. He's responsible for running the organizations. He's responsible even for revenue. But the profit responsibility lies with the CFO. Revenue, we say, is a truth. Profit is a part of policy. How you treat your accounting, how do you look up, how do you squeeze out the profit is the responsibility of the CFO. And that is what we look at. And ultimately, when we present ourselves in the board, when we present ourselves in the quarterly investor meets, it's the financials that speak. So it's the CFO who actually delivers the profit for the company. And that's how we as business people look at it. And the second part that I want to dwell upon, I think these are the developments that are across all industries everywhere that is happening. And two things I would like to dwell upon. One is adoption of technology. It's cutting across our entire spectrum, in fact, even our personal lives. And obviously, it's impacting, all professions, including accounting. And particularly these days, where you have technology enablement, particularly in terms of, even your fundamental work. Today, there are robotic process automations, which takes over a lot of manual work. Then the entire gamut of, forget AI, I'm talking about from business intelligence to machine learning to artificial intelligence. They are changing the landscape of this particular faculty, and things like fraud detection, things like revenue assurance, revenue leakage, prediction of certain future incidents that can possibly happen is all coming because on the base of analytics and technology. And I would urge, particularly, all the eminent dignitaries here, faculty from various institutions, I think we should start this very early in our curricula. We must incorporate the technology advancements as a part of the modules and the curriculum that is there. Because this is going to be life in future. This has already started and is going to only snowball in the future. So technology, aspects of technology is very, very critical in our curricula today. The other part is in terms of the awareness across the world, globe, in terms of sustainability. And we know it in India, ESG reporting has been mandated as a part of our annual reports for all corporations. Environmental, social, and governance practices are very, very critical. And this is here again, I feel, and I know that the finance and accounts people have a very, very large role to play, not in terms of its measurement, in terms of its reporting, and most importantly, in terms of its financial integration into the financial reports. This is a new subject by itself. So I was just speaking to someone, in fact, Father Savio, that what we are finding is that since it's a very new subject, we are not finding fully rounded professionals in the ESG field. Yes, there are a lot of people who come with their experiences. They have learned about the ESG and contributing, but we need a groundswell of young people coming in who are completely trained as far as ESG is concerned. It's going to be very important in the future, And, we believe the future value creation of organizations will come not just by the profits and the revenues, but by our social practices and our ESG compliances. And this is one thing I can't emphasize more than what I'm saying right now. So these are my two things. Please, let's adopt technology and let's get ourselves geared up to handle ESG practices. So these are the two things, and I must congratulate once again IAA on the human service that you're doing in bringing academia and practice together. So thank you so much.
Thank you for your enthusiastic and vibrant speech, sir. Your speech, in fact, has filled us with zeal and enthusiasm for the journey ahead, as it was substantiated with real-life applications and implications. Thank you, sir. Now, with the conference being officially inaugurated, I would request Professor V. Apparao, President to the Indian Accounting Association, and Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, SJ Principal, St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata, and patron to the conference, to kindly do us the honors and release the conference souvenirs. We would also request all the dignitaries on stage to felicitate and carry forward the proceedings. With the conference souvenirs officially inaugurated and unveiled, could we kindly have a round of applause? Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We also request our chief guest, Mr. Navarun Singh, just as a part of a tradition, to kindly water the plant before us as a symbol of growth and nurturing. We request all the other dignitaries to join, sir, symbolizing all the hands that it takes for growth and nurturing to be facilitated. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I would now humbly request Professor V. Apparao, President to the Indian Accounting Association, to kindly deliver his presidential address. Over to you, sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, today's chief guest, Mr. Narvun Sen, President, Century Plywoods India Limited, and the chief guest of this program, Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, Principal and also Patron and Conference Organizing Secretary. Then Professor Sanjay Bayani, General Secretary, Indian Accounting Association. Then we have Professor B.B. Parida, Vice Chancellor and also another conference organizing secretary, Mr. Ranjit Agarwal, President, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. His sir is the guest of honor. Mr. B.B. Nayak, President, Institute of Cost Accountants of India, one of the guests of honors. And Dr. Sanjeev K.R. Basu is organizing secretary, also sitting here. And my office bearers, Professor K.S. Tagore, Senior Vice President, Indian Accounting Association, and Professor Gabriel Simon Tatil, Junior Vice President, Indian Accounting Association, Professor Satyajit Dar, Treasurer, Indian Accounting Association, Professor Nibi Devi R, Chief Editor, Indian Accounting Association, Chief Editor of Indian Journal of Accounting, Indian Accounting Association, Professor Gaddam Naresh Reddy, Joint Treasurer of Indian Accounting Association, Dr. M.D. Tofazal Haq, Organizing Secretary, one of the organizing secretaries of this conference, Professor Jayab Sarkel, President IAA South Bengal branch. Then I am happy to see all the past presidents who are sitting among the audience. Professor Nageshwar Rao ji, Professor Ranjan Kewal sir, Professor M.B. Shukla, Professor K. Iresh sir, Professor Pratap Singh Chauhan sir, Professor G. Soral, Professor M.L. Vadera, Professor M. Muniraju, Professor B. Ramesh, Professor K.V. Achalapati, and one of the senior most past presidents, Professor Babatosh Banerjee sir. If I miss any name, please forgive me. And all the EC members of Indian Accounting Association and office bearers of Indian Accounting Association, invitees, delegates, and the life members of Indian Accounting Association, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon everyone. It's my great privilege to warmly welcome all the delegates to the 46th All India Accounting Conference and International Seminar on Accounting Education and Research, organized by Indian Accounting Association South Bengal branch in collaboration with St. Xavier College, Umesh Chandra College, Kolkata, Prabhat Kumar College, Mahatma Gandhi University, and EIILM, Kolkata, organizing today, that is on 23rd and 24th November 2024. I also extend a special welcome to the presidents, past presidents, office bearers, and executive committee members of Indian Accounting Association who are present with us at this conference. So it is a great privilege and honor to address you today as the President of Indian Accounting Association. I would like to take this opportunity to share some insights on Indian Accounting Association and recent developments in accounting education. The Indian Accounting Association is one of the India's oldest academic associations, founded in 1970 by academicians and professionals in accounting, with the inaugural ceremony graced by the Accountant Journal of Uttar Pradesh. The Indian Accounting Association serves as a vital link between academicians, professionals, practitioners from various universities, industries, and government sectors. Its primary mission is to promote and disseminate accounting knowledge within India and internationally. Currently, we have 61 branches across India with a membership of over 8,700 life members. The IAA is actively engaged in a range of academic activities, including seminars, webinars, faculty development programs, workshops, curriculum development activities, the National Accounting Talent Search Test, and innovative activity like hackathon. It is an interdisciplinary accounting hackathon for undergraduate students. The association also offers certification courses such as GST, develops e-content, and collaborates with professional bodies both in India and abroad. I am deeply appreciative of the sincere efforts and contributions of our life members whose dedication has elevated the Indian Accounting Association to new heights. The field of accounting has evolved considerably in both size and complexity over the past 25 years. Today, accounting professionals are increasingly focusing on practical skills and technological integration to adapt to the dynamic business environment. In India, recent developments in accounting education include technological integration, automation of routine tasks, curriculum enhancements, and heightened emphasis on employability. Besides, modern businesses must now navigate important areas such as data security, the role of accounting in business operations, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, big data, data analytics, and forecasting, increased use of e-commerce platforms, cloud-based accounting software, and a growing need for accountants with diversified skill sets. Looking forward, commerce education is expected to grow significant changes over the next 30 years. Professional organizations, academic institutions, and academicians must be prepared to respond to the anticipated growth of e-commerce and disclosure accounting standards and evolving regulations in corporate sector. In the light of these changes, higher education institutions must develop innovative, skill-oriented courses to prepare students for the future of the profession. In this context, there is a pressing need for dissemination of contemporary accounting knowledge and emphasis on research within the field. I am confident that this conference will serve as a productive platform for meaningful discussion on variety of issues related to accounting education. On this occasion, I would like to express my appreciation to Professor Arvindam Gupta, Conference Secretary of 46th All India Accounting Conference, and his team for their dedicated and diligent efforts in organizing this event. Finally, I extend my best wishes to all the participants, invited delegates, speakers, and hope that 46th All India Accounting Conference would be a grand success. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address that truly resonated with the audience. We are truly grateful for your leadership and guidance. I would now graciously request Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, SJ Principal, St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and patron to the conference, to kindly address the august gathering. Over to you, Father.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Navarun Sen, President, Century Playboards India Limited, Honorable Vice Chancellors, respected colleagues, distinguished speakers, and all our delegates, welcome to Kolkata, the city of joy. It is an immense privilege and honor to stand before you at this landmark conference. Today we gather under a shared purpose to explore, exchange, and enrich our understanding of ever-evolving field of accounting. This conference serves as a platform to connect brilliant minds, inspire innovative ideas, and create pathways that bridge traditional accounting with the new age advancements. Accounting, as we all know, is not just a language of business. First, I must confess, I am not an accounting person. I am basically a student of economics. It is the foundation upon which financial integrity and decision-making rest. In today's rapidly globalizing economy, accounting professionals play a vital role in shaping transparency, accountability, and corporate governance across both public and private sectors. Our responsibility to uphold these principles has never been more essential. Academic conferences play a vital role in the advancement of knowledge and the professional development of participants. They serve as dynamic platforms for exchanging ideas, fostering innovation, and deepening understanding in specific fields. Here are several key roles that academic seminars like these can fulfill: knowledge sharing and dissemination, networking opportunities, promoting interdisciplinary collaboration, encouraging academic rigor, inspiration and motivation, building academic community. This year's conference theme is appropriately divided into, as you all know, into two sessions: accounting equation and accounting research. Could not be more relevant. With the surge in financial, sustainable finance and investment, GST and digital transformation, artificial intelligence, all these are mentioned by the respected speakers before me. Data analytics and regulatory changes, the accounting profession is facing both unprecedented challenges and opportunities. As practitioners, researchers, and educators, we are called upon to embrace innovation and adapt our practice to remain at the forefront of these global trends. Academic seminars are essential for fostering a vibrant, knowledgeable, and collaborative academic environment. They not only promote professional growth, but also drive the evolution of knowledge across disciplines. I'm sure in all our sessions over the coming days, we will have the privilege of hearing from esteemed experts who bring a wealth of knowledge and practical insights. These perspectives will illuminate the pressing issues we face and offer us new framework for solving them. Through these exchanges, I am confident that each of us will leave with valuable insights and, more importantly, with a renewed sense of purpose to elevate our profession. I urge each participant to take full advantage of this gathering, to actively engage in discussion, to share your knowledge, and to exchange the ideas presented. Let us use this time to forge meaningful connections and collaboration that will enhance our collective impact in the field of accounting. In closing, let me express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers, sponsors, and each one of you for making this event possible. Together, let us commit to advancing accounting practices in ways that are ethical, innovative, and impactful. May this conference inspire us all to contribute to a future where accounting continues to serve as a pillar of integrity and growth for our nation and beyond. Thank you, and wish you all a fruitful and inspiring conference. May God bless us all. Thank you very much. It's apart my speech. This evening, all of you are cordially invited to St. Xavier's College for a 1 hour cultural program followed by dinner. Most welcome, all of you. Thank you. We'll see you.
Thank you, Father, for sharing with us your words of wisdom and for your constant and generous support to the conference, and for also the warm welcome of invitation to the college this evening. I would now request Professor B.B. Parida, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Purbo Mednipur, West Bengal, and patron to the conference organizing committee, to kindly share his valuable insights with us.
Inaugurator of this 46th All India Accounting Association Conference, Mr. Nabarun Sen in absentia. President of the Indian Accounting Association, Secretary, Chairperson of the South Bengal Accounting Association, Professor Joydev Sarkil sir, Conference Secretary, Professor Arindam Gupta, past presidents, members of the executive committee, researchers, paper presenters, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. To be very honest and to be very specific, my presence here in front of you is all because of Professor Arindam Gupta, making me as a life member of the Indian Accounting Association, and also selecting 6+ year-old university Mahatma Gandhi University, which I represent now, as the knowledge partner. I sincerely thank Professor Arindam Gupta for giving this great opportunity to the university which I represent now. An association which is conducting 46th annual conference, having more than 9,000 members, world's largest academic association and India's oldest academic association, and the university which I am representing now is only 6+ years old. So I sincerely thank the Indian Accounting Association, executive members of the Accounting Association, Professor Arindam Gupta in particular, for giving this great opportunity to Mahatma Gandhi University to be the knowledge partner of this great event. This is a great opportunity for my university. The association, which is known for its commitment towards setting standards in academic education and research, this association which is standing tall and marching ahead for its commitment, for its value, and for its ethics, I'm sure this conference will also set benchmarks, set standards in terms of accounting, education, and research, will motivate all the young presenters, paper presenters, researchers to deliberate, discuss, debate, and come up with new ideas. I welcome you all to this conference, to the city of Kolkata and the great state of West Bengal. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your expertise with us today, sir. We will now be having the National Accounting Talent Search Awards, popularly known as the NATS Award announcement by the NATS coordinator, Professor Shurveer Singh Bhanawat, Professor and Head, Department of Accountancy and Business Statistics, Mohanlal Sukhadia University, Udaipur. Over to you, sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, dear delegates, it gives me immense pleasure to be here to declare the result of National Accounting Talent Search Examination 2024. As all you honorable members are aware, the Indian Accounting Association has been conducting NATS examination since 2009 without any interruption. And during the COVID, we have conducted this examination in online mode. And still we had near about 15 years has passed on, but no obstacles have been found, and smoothly this event has been conducting. For smooth conduct of this event, advisory board is there, so I would like to express my sincere thanks to the advisory board members, Professor V. Apparao, Professor K.V. Achlapati, Professor J.K. Jain, Professor Sanjay Bahani for their kind support. And the founder of this NATS examination coordinator was Professor G. Sorrell. For his dedication, we are continuing his legacy. Now I'm going to declare the result of NATS 2024. But before declaring the result, I would like to make an appeal to all the honorable members to promote the students to participate in this NATS examination. Next examination will be held in February 2025. My sincere urge to all of you to promote the students, to motivate the students to enroll in this prestigious event. Now, due to this event, the Indian Accounting Association is much popular amongst the students also, only due to this NATS examination. Now I'm going to declare the result of 2024. In NATS, there are two levels are there. One is the junior level and second is the senior level. Best performance award goes to, I request to dignitaries on the dais for President Professor V. Parao and other dignitaries on the dais to felicitate the students.
Best Performance Award goes to Prabhat Gupta from Umesh Chandra College, Kolkata in junior category. Is Memento plus 21,000 rupees cash prize plus certificate, Mr. Prabhat Gupta. I request two dignitaries on the dais to felicitate the Prabhat Gupta. And the Akshita Jain, this is in senior category, but she could not join us. Second best performance award goes to Mustaq Ahmed from Umesh Chand College again in junior category, but he is not available right now. And Odihul Rahman from main campus University of Kolkata under senior category. Second best performance award goes to in senior category Ohadul Rahman. Please come on stage, Ohadul Rahman. Please. University campus, University of Kolkata. University campus. Third best performance award goes to Esnaha Kumari Gupta, Sneh Anandram Jaipuria College, Kolkata, under junior category. She is being awarded with trophy plus 8,000 cash prize plus certificate. Esnaha Kumari Gupta. And the Outstanding Performance Award goes to Shruti Kumari, Goenka College of Commerce and Business Administration, Kolkata. Shruti Kumari. And I just declared the names of the Outstanding Performance Award. The students could not present here. Gaurav Thakur from Institute of Commerce, Nirma University, Ahmedabad. Sri Tredri Sahu, BJB Autonomous College, Bhubaneswar. Ananya Arora, Amity University, Mohali, Punjab. Henil Jain, College of Commerce and Management Studies, Mohanlal Sukar University, Udaipur. Chandrakant Rana, Renaissance University, Cuttack. Charu Bothra, BJP Autonomous College, Bhubaneswar. Udhav Podar, KC College, Churchgate, Mumbai. And Harsh Griglani, Institute of Commerce, Nirma University, Ahmedabad. Thank you very much.
Young Researcher Award for the year 2024 goes to Dr. Vedika Saxena, faculty member, Indian Institute of Management, Jammu, and member of the IA Agra branch. I congratulate to her. She is not attending the conference, so we will forward the certificate and all to her. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We request Professor Sanjay Bhayani, General Secretary. With all the felicitations and the addresses done, we now request Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Basu, Dean, Postgraduate and Research Department of Commerce, St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata, and the Organizing Secretary to the conference to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
Executive Committee election that will be held as per the IA Constitution, and the nomination forms will be available today 3:45 p.m. onwards from the election office room number 8B, Science City Convention Center, Kolkata. And if polling is required, then polling will be held tomorrow morning 10 a.m. to onwards as per the election office 8B room number and polling station 7A and 7B. Thank you. All are in the seminar rooms. Thank you.
So good afternoon. A warm and very good wishes to our esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, paper presenters and participants at this conference, our worthy faculty members and teaching community members, students, and everyone present here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to stand before you today as I deliver the vote of thanks at this culmination of this inaugural session of this 46th All India Accounting Conference and International Seminar organized by South Bengal branch at Science City today and tomorrow. I'd like to take the opportunity to place on record my heartfelt gratitudes to all those who made this program successful and possible, being a catalyst stimulating us to always do our best. Each and every one who made this conference a great success, the name I mention here, have played a very important role and have been majorly instrumental in making this conference a reality. It is Professor Arindam Gupta, Conference Secretary. I thanks to all, Professor Sanjay J. Bayani, Mr. Navarun Sen, our chief guest, Professor V. Appa Rao, former Dean and Faculty of Commerce, Usman University, Hyderabad, Telangana, and President, Indian Accounting Association, Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, our principal at St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata, Professor B.B. Parida, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Purba Medinipur, West Bengal, Mr. Ranjit Agarwal in absentia, the President of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Mr. B.B. Nayak, President, Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India in absentia, and other dignitaries present. I'd also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the members of the Indian Accounting Association and faculty members, of course, of my college, St. Xavier's, Kolkata, for their tireless efforts and contribution, working day and night to make this conference a success. Not to forget the ones without whom all the planning would never assume reality. Our staff who supports and team members, our work, and also our technical support team. Without their support, none of our events could have been reached such a high standard. And last but not the least, to our research scholars and students, as well as the participants and paper presenters who will be attending and volunteering at this conference with utmost enthusiasm and vigor. Thank you to all of you for your wholehearted support and participation. May God bless all of us. All of us. Thank you.
For conducting the election of IA Executive Committee member, Honorable President Sir has appointed Professor Ranjan K. Bal as the election officer, Professor Patrick, Professor Sunil Gandhi, and Professor J.K. Sharma as the supporting deputy election officer. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and pranam. We now come to the most august ceremony of the 46th All India Conference of Indian Accounting Association 2024 being held in Kolkata. All of you will agree that there have been some monumental mentors in our lives who have left a positive and indelible mark on our hearts. Irrespective of space and time, the period and place of their work, they have been our teachers. We will now pay our reverence to them through formal felicitation. I expect a big round of applause from all of you as our esteemed teachers, the preceptors, come to the stage and kindly receive our reverence. We would start by felicitating Professor Pranesh Das
former Professor of Commerce, University of Burdwan. I would request Professor Nageshwar Rao, former Vice Chancellor, Indira Gandhi National Open University and past President, Indian Accounting Association, to kindly felicitate him. I request Shahida Yagsani and Sutanuka Shaw to accompany Professor Pranesh Das and Professor Nageshwar Rao to the stage. Professor Pranesh Das started his teaching career in the City College, Kolkata and Goenka College of Commerce and Business Administration, Kolkata. He was a founding teacher of the Department of Commerce of the University of Burdwan. He joined the university in the year 1964 and acted as a torch bearer during the formative years of the Department of Commerce of the university. His 40 years of dedicated service to the department has profoundly helped to shape the life and career paths of generations of students. He also served the Department of Commerce of the University of Calcutta as a visiting professor for about 25 years. He was an outstanding teacher who could enthrall his students during the whole tenure of his career. Professor Das did not confine himself to teaching, learning, research only. He utilized his time, energy, and talent as an academic administrator and was a member of the court and the executive council of the university. He could navigate complex challenges with pragmatic solutions, thus significantly befitting the institution. His success as a teacher is reflected in the achievements of his students who thrive in various fields. A man known for his commitment and dedication, Professor Das was a mentor, guide, and an idol to many.
As recognition for his selfless service to higher education in the country for more than 4 decades, the Indian Accounting Association, in its 46th All India Accounting Conference held in Kolkata on 23rd and 24th November 2024, feels fortunate to honor Professor Das and present him a scroll of honor.
We would now take the opportunity to felicitate Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee sir, former professor and former dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management, University of Calcutta, and past president, Indian Accounting Association. I would request Professor K. Irasi sir, former professor and dean of Faculty of Commerce and Management, Bangalore University, and past president, Indian Accounting Association, to kindly felicitate him. I request Shongita Patro and Shamapti Chatterjee to accompany Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee sir and Professor K. Irasi sir to the stage. Born on 2nd January 1946, Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee sir was awarded his first-class MCom degree from the University of Calcutta. On completion of the cost accountancy course, he joined the Department of Commerce, University of Calcutta, in the year 1969 and gradually became professor and head of the department. On 2 occasions, he was the Dean of the Faculty of Commerce and Management of the University of Calcutta. He retired in the year 2011 after serving 42 years in the University of Calcutta, of which 2.5 years were spent overseas. Professor Banerjee sir earned distinction as a professor and a researcher in India and abroad. He was a visiting professor of accountancy in DePaul in Chicago for a semester and in Rutgers University, New Brunswick, and New Jersey Institute of Technology, USA, for a year each. He was also invited to take classes in Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. He is an example of the adage, age is just a number, as he serves even now as the consulting editor of the journal Indian Accounting Review. In 1987, he hosted the 13th Annual Conference of Indian Accounting Association in the city of Kolkata and eventually became the 15th president of the association during 1990-91. He founded Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation as a non-profit accounting association in Kolkata during 1989-90. Among his many awards and honors, what stands out most in International Educator Award in 2006 from Indian Accounting Association, Maiden Award in 2011 from International Association for Accounting Education and Research, Dedicated Long-Term Service, Eminent Teacher Award in 2013 from the University of Calcutta, and Outstanding Researcher Award in 2018 from IAA Research Foundation. He has supervised 19 PhD theses, and all his students are well placed in the country and abroad. He has got 101 national and international publications in journals of repute. He has written 9 books under single authorship and 6 edited volumes. An affable man with active habits, Professor Banerjee sir is revered as a teacher, researcher, and guide by many in the country and overseas.
The Indian Accounting Association, in its 46th All India Accounting Conference, held in Kolkata on 23rd and 24th November 2024, in deep appreciation of the contribution of Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee as an extraordinary educator in the area of commerce and management in India, presents this scroll of honor. May he live long and be the guiding light in the spirit of education and the humanistic spirit in the country.
Next, we would felicitate Professor Taruk Chandra Saha, former Associate Professor of Commerce, the University of Burdwan. I would request Professor Ranjan K. Ball, Vice Chancellor, SBM University, Bhubaneswar, and past President, Indian Accounting Association, to felicitate him. I request Sahida Yaksani and Sutanuka Shaw to accompany Professor Taruk Chandra Saha and Professor Ranjan K. Ball to the stage. Professor Taruk Chandra Saha, a firm believer in the adage, variety is a spice of life, lived and enjoyed his life accordingly, while selflessly serving the society at large. After completing his education from City College of Commerce and Business Administration and University of Calcutta, he started his career at Life Insurance Corporation of India just after its nationalization, where he served for about a year. He then joined Comter National Escomte de Paris for about 6 months and subsequently joined the Pay and Accounts Office under the Ministry of Works, Housing and Supply, Government of India. To pursue his passion for teaching, he joined as an assistant teacher at Ramakrishna Mission Multipurpose High Secondary School, Narendrapur, and was widely admired and respected by the students for his dedication as a teacher. After 2 years of service, he joined as a lecturer at Maharaja Bir Bikram College, Agartala in 1964, where he rendered service for a long period of 21 years. Thereafter, he joined the University of Burdwan in 1985 and finally retired from the university as an associate professor in 2003. Being a passionate academician, he continued to attend national and international conferences till 2019 and contributed about 40 papers in management and accounting. His overseas visits gave him the opportunity to teach and interact with students at Stanford University, California.
The Indian Accounting Association, in its 46th All India Accounting Conference held in Kolkata on 23rd and 24th November 2024, deeply appreciates the contribution of Professor Taruk Chandra Saha in the area of commerce and management in India and present him this call of honor. May he live long and be the guiding light in the space of education in the country.
We would now take the opportunity to felicitate Professor Kamalendu Mukherjee sir, retired teacher from Hirombo Chandra College, Kolkata. I would request Professor K.V. Achalapathy sir, former professor and Dean of Faculty of Commerce, Osmania University, Hyderabad, and past President, Indian Accounting Association, to felicitate him. I request Shongita Patro and Shamapti Chatterjee to accompany Professor Kamalendu Mukherjee sir and Professor K.V. Achalapathy sir to the stage. Professor Kamalendu Mukherjee sir, born in the year 1939, was a professor of economics of the South City College, Kolkata, from 1975 to 1999. As head of the department, he brought innovations in the teaching learning process and was widely admired for his dedication and determination. A rare blend of head and heart, Professor Mukherjee sir led the NSS unit of the college from the front and reached the poor and helpless people in the villages of West Bengal to address their needs. As the president of the All India Center for Urban and Rural Development of West Bengal unit for more than 20 years, he rendered invaluable services to the poor and downtrodden. His commitment to spread education at the grassroots has been realized through foundation of 2 schools in the district of South 24 Parganas. Professor Mukherjee sir has delivered innumerable lectures, and some of his illustrious lectures include God, Abstraction and Science, organized by Brahma Samaj on the occasion of Maghotsav, Hindu Concept of Education, Contributions of Vivekananda and Ramakrishna to Indian Philosophy, and Chirantan Bharater Chirantan Chinta. Professor Mukherjee's social commitment was expressed through his activities as a trade union leader and a social activist. 2 books authored by him, Breakup of Demand and Indian Spiritualism, will be published soon.
The Indian Accounting Association, in its 46th All India Accounting Conference, held in Kolkata on 23rd and 24th November 2024, deeply appreciates the contribution of Professor Komalendu Mukherjee as an educator and a philanthropist, and presents him this call of honor. May he live long and be the guiding light in the praise of education and humanistic spirit in the country.
In addition to our 4 teachers present here, we would like to felicitate 2 other teachers who could not be physically present in the conference due to unavoidable circumstances. We will read out their felicitation message and will ensure that it personally reaches them. We would now felicitate Professor Amit Kumar Mallik, former Vice Chancellor, University of Burdwan and founder President of Indian Accounting Association, South Bengal branch, in absentia. Professor Amit Kumar Mallik was an illustrious student who stood first in the MCom examination of the University of Calcutta and won the gold medal. In the year 1966, he joined the Department of Commerce of the University of Burdwan as a lecturer, and very soon he earned popularity among students as a great teacher. With passage of time, he rose up to the rank of Professor of Commerce. Subsequently, as the Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Commerce and Law of the University, Professor Mallik discharged his academic and administrative duties with immense ability during the year 1988 to 2000. He was appointed as the Vice Chancellor of the University of Burdwan on 1st August 2000 and held the position with utmost ability until 31st March 2008. In spite of his administrative responsibilities, Professor Mallik never deviated from the teaching-learning process. The fact that 23 scholars were awarded the PhD degree under his direct supervision bears testimony to his love for doing research at the highest level. To put it succinctly, Professor Amit Kumar Malik was a brilliant academician and a star administrator.
As recognition for his selfless service to higher education as a professor and as Vice-Chancellor for more than 4 decades, the Indian Accounting Association in its 46th All India Accounting Conference held in Kolkata on 23rd and 24th November 2024 feels fortunate to honor Professor Malik and present him a Scroll of Honor. May Professor Amit Kumar Malik live long and spread his generosity and scholarship among many more students.
We would now felicitate Professor Gokul Chandra Sinha sir, former professor and former dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management, University of Calcutta, Kolkata, in absentia. Professor Gokul Chandra Sinha sir, a doyen in the field of accounting, was a professor in the Department of Commerce, University of Calcutta, where he served for more than 4 decades as a teacher and a researcher. As head of the department, he earned love and respect from his colleagues and students. Although he was a qualified cost accountant, he started his career in teaching in KD College of Commerce in Midnapur town. As Dean of the Faculty for Postgraduate Studies in Commerce, Social Welfare and Business Management, Professor Sinha sir influenced higher education in commerce and management in the state of West Bengal in general and his university in particular. He was also a member of the Senate and the Syndicate of the University of Calcutta and had an active role in the matter of university administration. He wrote a number of books of accounting theory, management, and financial analysis, which were very popular among students. But he will be ever known for his classic on value-added income.
In recognition of the contribution made by Professor Gokul Chandra Sinha as an excellent educator in the area of commerce and management in India and as an able academic administrator, the Indian Accounting Association in its 46th All India Accounting Conference held in Kolkata on 23rd and 24th November 2024 felicitates him with a Scroll of Honor. May he live long and be the guiding light in the spread of commerce education in the country. So now we request our felicitated teachers to say a few words to encourage us. Sir, please.
Professor Pranesh Das, Professor Bhavatur Banerjee, and distinguished the professors and teachers, and all the younger glittering stars in the field of accounting education. Through about 45 years of traverse in teaching of accounting education, it is found that the students, the younger stars that I find in my front, that are like glittering, and they will flourish the accounting education through their researches. Education, the students, as a teacher, it is the duty to inspire the students, because students has immense potentiality. What we teach, they know it, but only it is covered, but it is the duty of the teacher to lift the cover so that he can know himself. Thanking you all. Shubhayo Bhavatu.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words.
All dignitaries present on the dais, delegates, honorable delegates, and my students are present in the hall. I express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of this conference for giving me this honor, which, in my opinion, I don't deserve. A petty teacher like me does not deserve this type of honor. But still, I accept it, and only because this has been given to me by my students out of their respect and love as a teacher. They have given it to a teacher and not to a person. That is the spirit in which I take it. Thank you all very much. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words.
Good afternoon, friends. I have come here with the invitation of the President of the South Bengal branch of the Indian Accounting Association, and then subsequently through the invitation of Dr. Professor Arindam Gupta. I, being a past president of the Indian Accounting Association, my main purpose is to see how the conference is managed, what can I learn from here, and what I can take back at at home. I thank my all past presidents, colleagues, the association, the secretary of the association and president of the association, because they are constantly doing some work, mainly in technology. Because it has been mentioned that I was the founder secretary of Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation, and therefore, what I can learn from the activities of the Indian Accounting Association, I find and I agree that technologically the Indian Accounting Association is far ahead of Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation. But since the Research Foundation was established for promoting research activities, we have been producing from time to time various research publications, and our aim is to contribute more through research work and also your international conference. Every second year, we generally host one international conference, and it gives me pleasure to invite all of you to attend the international conference that will be held in Calcutta, in collaboration with International Association for Accounting Education and Research, as well as EIILM Kolkata. So we shall be grateful on behalf of the Research Foundation if you note down the dates of the conference. It is already, it will be announced very soon through our website. The dates are 10th and 11th of January 1926. Thank you again for remembering me and for inviting me for this award. I will preserve during my lifetime what I have received from any quarter of the country or internationally. And Indian Accounting Association is not an exception. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This is a great opportunity for me to address such an august case as these. Every country has constitution, rules and laws. Despite all these things, there is inequality, there is starvation, there is poverty, and we cannot change them. So for I understand, the fact is this, that formal education, if it is not changed into real education, nothing can be done. Because democracy, constitutions, rules, ethics do not appear like us. They cannot talk themselves out. They find expression through human beings. So if man-making is not possible, nothing can be done in this world. IAS, IPS, chartered accountant, cost accountant, Nobel laureate cannot redress all these things. So I go back to Vivekananda, I go back to Sri Aurobindo. If man-making fails, nothing can be done. So formal education needs to be changed into real education. And real education has 4 splendors. 1, kindness. 2nd, working of conscience. 3rd, that veneration for parents, for teachers, for seniors, for scripture. And 4th is renunciation. This is the first step. When these 4 merge into one, real education will enable us to understand that there is a unity behind everything. That one of the greatest scientists of the world is Einstein. We know it well that he put forward 2 theories. One is theory of relativity, well known to every person of this world above us. There is another theory known as, that is known as unified field theory. He introduced it for the first time in 1928 in the Prussian Academy of Science, and he said that there are 4 forces: law of gravitation, electromagnetic force, weak and strong. Behind this force, there is only one force. And 5,000 years ago, Vedas anticipated Einstein, because Veda says, Ekomeva Tithiyam. This is the second stage, that when we feel that behind everything there is one thing, and at last, when education will be more mature, we'll feel we are identified with the universe, that the sun is within me, the moon is within me, the galaxy is within me, South Pole, North Pole, destruction, everything is within me. So the moment we arrive at this, we are identified with everything. So we have to keep in mind that we must convert formal education into real education, and without man-making, if men are not going to be good, if men are not going to be perfect, nothing can do anything. We cannot deliver justice. So it is to be kept in mind for every person in questions that we must go to the scriptures, we must go through ethics, we must know what logic is all about, we must know what Ved is all about, we must know what is Bible is all about. Otherwise, we cannot do justice. So right from today, along with the studies or formal education, we shall try to know ethics, we must try to know Aristotle, we must try to know Plato, otherwise we cannot make this world a beautiful one. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. We are basically mesmerized. So with this, we come to end of this felicitation ceremony. I would like to thank all of you for your attendance and active participation. We would now break for lunch and again gather here for the plenary session at 2:15 p.m. Thank you all.